Om Namah Shivaya. So, I've got some bad news. This is another teaser video, not a real content video. And what happened is I want to share the process is as I'm preparing this channel and working on this channel and my new teaching offering, I have had many ideas rush through my mind. So of course I write down all these ideas, and there was such a big list that I decided to break them down, break all those ideas for videos into categories. And these categories is what I want to share in this present recording. So what happens is I'm really thinking about what I can contribute to this YouTube channel and not just make videos for the sake of making videos, basically. So it turns out that all these different topics, I will eventually create playlists with them because they will be quite different, and the viewers will be able to just watch the videos that they are interested in and not the others. So here it is. Before I explain what I will talk about and the different videos I will create, I want to say a few words about what I don't want to do. I'm not inspired by doing a number of things, and one of them is I'm not going to teach some yoga classes, so I guide you going through asanas and breathing and so on. I believe the internet is full of this. There are hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of classes, many of them much better than I could do myself, so I don't think this is where I fit in the whole picture. So please don't expect this. Also the same thing for meditation sessions or whatever. I believe at the core, yoga, meditation, all the different practices should be done on one's own. And of course, it's very good to take some yoga classes to get some inspiration, to get some energy, to sometimes learn some new techniques from an outside teachers, but our main sadhana or our main practice should be really done alone when the mind goes within, not always focusing to someone outside. So what I will do in these videos and in the sessions I will teach privately is to coach someone into learning different techniques or guiding into building a balanced sadhana, but not really teaching a whole class from A to Z. I just don't do that. So anyway, also one idea about what I want to do in general is to offer something that you cannot find in tens or hundreds of other videos, to bring something unique to this channel as much as possible. So we'll see how that goes. So here's a list of the different topics that will each become a playlist on YouTube when they are populated. So the first type will be general and yoga news. So general video is like this one now. It's about anything and everything and nothing in particular. And yoga news, every so often things happen in the yoga world, or there are major news that happen in the world that concern most people, such as, for example, COVID-19, and what is the yoga angle in relation to these issues, and also what I think about these issues. So that will be the first one. The second one will be teachings, yoga teachings, classical teachings, and different topics that are important to the teachings. So this one I'm planning to, the next video I will release will belong to this category, but as a whole I don't see myself recording a ton of videos about the teachings, which again you can find in every book, or you can find ad nauseum everywhere. So the next one is more exciting, and I think less frequently found, is yoga and cold exposure. Since last year, 2019 in March, I started to do regularly taking basically cold showers. I started with 10-20 seconds and then lengthening to several minutes, little by little. And this has been an amazing complement to my yoga practice. And I have been inspired by the Wim Hof method, and Wim Hof has developed that technique, which is most likely took from yoga anywhere. It's a lot of pranayama, it's a lot of different techniques, all borrowed from the yoga world, and even as far as refining his approach to cold water exposure. He researched a lot what was going on in Tibet by the Tumi yogis there, and it's a big part of my practice now. And I think the cold exposure can magnify all the other yoga practices we do, and they kind of help each other. And I think it's really, really powerful, and I feel strongly about it. And I did many, many months of study and research and reading and going to forums to really understand what to do, what not to do, and how to do it properly with common sense. So that will be that's something I look forward to release. Next comes health and longevity, also since last year, about a couple of years ago almost, beginning of end of 2018, beginning of 2019, I had some quite serious health problems that I'd rather not share publicly. And since then, since last year, I have made a health and longevity kind of a focus in my life, number one priority. And I have gone in all directions, many belonging to yoga and many going outside yoga, really learning how to read scientific papers about nutrition and different aspects of health, of the scientific research about health and longevity. And there are like many exciting things too, and I will share a lot of it. So actually this whole channel will have a lot of yoga belonging to yoga tradition, but also we live now in the 21st century. There are so many sources of knowledge about different topics such as spirituality and mind control and psychology and health. And so there is so much available nowadays. It would be a real shame to just only live by the precepts of what the rishis and the great yogis found 5 centuries ago or 15 centuries ago or 3,000 years ago. So why not combine both? So this is my humble attempt at doing this. So next is, okay, thinking, all about thinking. So this is one of my little hobbies, to try to expand my mind and think outside the box. And for more than 20 years, I have had like a nice little passion or hobby, which is critical thinking. And in relation to yoga, in relation to life, in relation to many aspects of life. Then over the last 10 years, I haven't taught much yoga at all, but I have built up in a number of, I have grown in different ways. And I have maybe a few insights that some of you might benefit from. So I'll be more than happy to share this. Of all these different playlists, I think this is the one I'm most excited about. And I'm not sure yet how well received it will be. But let's see what happens. After the next playlist is podcasts. So podcasts, I intend to interview yogis and yoga teachers, and because so many folks I have met in the past decade, or past 20, 30 years, I want to say, have unique personalities and a unique path, a unique journey, and usually very interesting. So I want to help people who not only belong to the tradition I grew up in, which is the Shivananda tradition, but the yogis and yoginis of all traditions, to share their path with everybody. And I think we will all learn a lot from this. I have to say that I'm also very excited about this one. The next one, based on the last video I published, which was about the quick introduction to the channel, I got some feedback saying that some of my friends and ex-students, or students you could say, are asking for some entertainment, some jokes, some love, some laughter, so some good mood. So I created a little section which is anecdotes, stories, yoga stories, and maybe some jokes as well, if I find good ones. So this will be less on the serious side, but it could be good. I have a couple lined up already, and that would be nice. So the next one will be questions and requests. So if you have some questions about yoga in general, life in general, or you have some requests for a topic, then feel free to share in the comments attached to this video. And that's also how I will build up a whole list of topics to come. And finally, there is a playlist which has been on the channel for quite a few years now. It's about Sanskrit learning in the ashram, especially in the Yoga Vidya ashram in Germany. I have taught quite a few times the introduction to Sanskrit, the alphabet, how to read it, how to pronounce it, how to say the mantras properly. So there are quite a few videos there, but I don't see myself publishing much at all in that playlist. So these are the 9 different playlists that and topics that I'm planning to offer. And let's see what happens. The thing is, ultimately, I have to follow the audience. The audience is you, each viewer. So you have the power to influence which direction I'm going to go, because I don't know what people will like and what they won't like. So you can really do that in a couple ways. First is you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and the more subscribers, the more it will tell me, okay, this I'm doing something right, so I'll keep going. Also, the analytics, show that if someone subscribed from a specific video, that means that topic was attractive to them. And also with the likes and comments. So feel free to leave your constructive feedback, or some questions, or some requests. And I hope to release the next video very soon too. Om Shanti.